The silent power of Sigma males that no one sees coming, how quiet strength, self-mastery, and inner depth redefine modern masculinity introduction. The power that walks alone, he doesn't talk much, doesn't seek approval, he doesn't stand in the spotlight. And yet, when he walks into a room, something shifts. Not because he tries to impress, but because he doesn't need to. This is the Sigma male, a man who operates in silence, moves with intent, and leads not with noise, but with depth in a world obsessed with dominance and attention. Sigma men quietly rewrite the definition of power. They don't fit in, they don't conform, and they don't ask for permission to be themselves. And that is exactly why they are so powerful. This is not about trends, alpha, beta, cliches, or toxic ideals. It's about a deeper, quieter strength that few recognize, but once you see it, you never forget. Let's explore the silent power of Sigma males, why it unsettles so many, and how you, too, can embody this rare and steady force, no matter where you are in life. Asterisk, Part 1. Why Sigma males are misunderstood and feared. Asterisk, society often misunderstands what it cannot control. And Sigma males, they are the definition of uncontrollable. They don't play by conventional rules. They question systems, traditions, and expectations. They don't chase popularity. They don't chase people. They chase purpose. This refusal to conform is not rebellion, it's reflection. But to the world that values obedience, performance, and fitting in, Sigma men feel dangerous. Why? Because they're not easy to predict. They can't be guilted. They don't seek approval. And worst of all, they think for themselves. When someone no longer plays the social game, they become immune to manipulation. What makes Sigma men intimidating to both insecure leaders and codependent peers? They remove the need for permission, and in a culture built on validation, that quiet independence. It's a silent form of rebellion. Asterisk, Part 2. The inner world of the Sigma male, stillness over noise. Asterisk, if you want to understand the power of a Sigma male, you won't find it in his words. You'll find it in his eyes, in his silence, in the way he listens more than he speaks. This man isn't trying to be mysterious. He's simply at peace with not being loud, because unlike others, doesn't measure his worth by the reactions he gets, but by the alignment he feels within. Sigma males live inward out, not outward in. Their strength is rooted in self-knowledge. Their decisions are driven by inner clarity. Their presence comes from self-respect, not external applause. They're not antisocial, they're selectively social. They're not cold, they're careful with their energy. They're not arrogant, they're anchored. In a noisy world, silence is suspicious. But for the Sigma male, it's sanctuary. Stillness is not weakness, it's mastery. Part 3. How Sigma males handle pressure differently. Pressure breaks most men. It makes them reactive, aggressive, desperate to prove something. But Sigma males handle pressure differently, not by resisting it, but by absorbing it. They don't lash out, they don't crumble. They observe, adapt, and move in silence. Why? Because they're not fueled by ego, they're guided by principles. Where others panic to maintain appearances, Sigma males anchor themselves deeper. Their emotions don't control them, their mission does. They are built to endure, not impress, and that's what gives them their quiet edge in business, leadership, relationships, and life. When chaos erupts, Sigma men are not the loudest in the room, they are the calmest. And people instinctively follow calm. That's leadership, not forced, not performed, but embodied. Part 4. The emotional intelligence of the lone wolf. Contrary to the stereotype, Sigma men are not emotionally shut down. In fact, many are deeply emotionally intelligent, but in their own quiet way. They don't explode, they don't project. They don't manipulate, they observe, reflect, and process before responding. This doesn't mean they're passive. It means they're strategic with their emotions. They know when to express, when to withdraw, and when to let silence do the talking. That this emotional maturity makes them trustworthy. While others chase drama, the Sigma male centers himself, becoming a pillar for others. Women sense it. Children feel safe around it. Colleagues respect it. And it's not because he's trying to win people over. It's because he's already won himself over. He doesn't suppress emotion. He masters it. That's power. Asterisk Part 5. Why the Sigma? Path is hard, but worth it. Asterisk, let's be clear. Being a Sigma male is not easy. It's not glamorous. It's not popular. It's often misunderstood. You walk alone. You say no a lot. You outgrow people, okay? And you get judged for not fitting the mold. But the payoff? Freedom. You no longer live someone else's life. You build your own. You no longer seek approval. You approve of yourself. You no longer chase noise. You walk in quiet power. Yes, it's a lonelier path, but it's also a clearer one, because in the silence of solitude, you hear your real voice, and once you do, you never go back. Asterisk Part 6. How you can cultivate Sigma power at home. Starting today, asterisk, you don't have to label yourself a Sigma male to embody Sigma traits. You don't have to isolate or abandon relationships to be powerful. But if you want to develop that quiet strength, here's how to start. 1. Detach from validation. Stop needing people to like you. Say what you mean. Stand firm in your values. Let silence be more powerful than forced words. 2. Create solitude daily, even 30 minutes a day of quiet reflection. Journaling or walking without distraction can reconnect you to your inner compass. 3. Master emotional control. Respond. Don't react. Learn to observe your thoughts before you speak. Don't let temporary emotions destroy permanent relationships or your reputation. 4. Pursue purpose, not popularity. Align your goals with something meaningful. Don't chase attention. Build something that matters to you, whether people get it or not. 5. Set quiet boundaries. You don't owe explanations for protecting your peace. You don't have to argue every point. Your no can be gentle and final. 6. Work silently, win loudly, let your actions speak. Let your results do the talking. You don't need applause to know you're doing the right thing. Asterisk. Part 7. The world needs more Sigma energy now more than ever. Asterisk. In today's world, everyone's shouting. People compete to be louder, flashier, more visible, but rarely more wise. We don't need more noise. We need more depth. We need more men who can lead with calm, strength, and principle. Sigma males don't need to dominate others to feel powerful. They empower themselves and quietly inspire others to do the same. They don't crave fame, they crave freedom, okay? And through that freedom, they show us something rare. That true masculinity doesn't need a stage, okay? It just needs a backbone. Conclusion. The quiet ones always change the game. If you've ever felt like you don't quite fit in, if you've been told you're too quiet, too intense, or too distant, maybe you're not broken. Maybe you're Sigma, and maybe the world isn't supposed to understand you. Maybe your mission is to stand strong despite that, to lead quietly, to build deeply, to walk alone, not because you have no one, but because your path is higher than most are ready for. That is the silent power they never see coming. But one day, they will. And when they do, don't say a word. Just nod and keep walking. If this resonated with you, support Awaken Mindset. I create space for the misunderstood, the deep thinkers, the lone wolves, and those quietly transforming their lives from the inside out. If you found strength, clarity, or a quiet sense of peace in this video, help us keep growing. Like, share, and subscribe to Awaken Mindset. Drop a comment and tell us what parts spoke to you the most. And remember, you don't have to be loud to be powerful. You just have to be real.